Morning, Patriots. My name is Derek Rojan.
And I'm Leslie Garcia, and today is Wednesday, December 5th, 2012, and this is PTV.
If you are interested in playing water polo, there will be a meeting for all boys and girls interested this Thursday, December 6th at 2:30 in room 432. Please see Mrs. Thompson or Mr. Copenhaver for more information.
Now let's check out what the SAT word of the day is.
Good morning, Patriots. Today's word of the day is tedium.
And it means boredom.
Boredom. Example. Such tedium this afternoon, man. True.
Tedium. Boredom.
And now we have a really anticipated random dancing video for you guys. Hey Patriots, we know you guys have been asking for a random dancing video, so
Here it is, guys.
And we like to move it.
I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it.
I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it.
Move it. You like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it.
Do you like that random dancing video, Leslie?
It was spectacular.
Props go out to Rachel for editing it.
The 10-year celebration carnival is this Thursday through Sunday, December 6th through 9th, right here at Freedom High School. Midway entrance is free, and the rides average 3 to 4 tickets at $1 apiece, or you can purchase a $20 wristband for unlimited rides. The times on Thursday is 6 through 10, Friday 6 through 11, Saturday 1 through 11, and Sunday 1 through 9.
And now we have Miss Stevens with some book club announcements.
Good morning, Patriots. I was planning to do something different today, but last weekend as I was driving around, it was World AIDS Day. And I heard the announcer on the radio talk about the fact that every 9.5 minutes, someone in the United States becomes infected with HIV/AIDS. That's every 9.5 minutes. That means in the amount of time this broadcast takes, someone somewhere in this country becomes infected. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to remind you that there's lots of ways that you can learn about AIDS, because many of those people are under the age of 25, and it impacts our community in a lot of ways. So our Media Center does have books that deal with HIV that are nonfiction, and you're welcome to come down and check those out to learn more about HIV/AIDS. There are also some novels that deal with this issue, and I thought I'd share them with you this morning. The first one, Fade to Black, is by Alex Finn. Alex is one of the writers of another book which is part of this year's Teen Reads, and Fade to Black was a Teen Reads book several years ago. It's the story of a teenage boy whose family has already had to move from Miami to North Florida to the Panhandle area because of his illness and the discrimination and the cost of treating him. At the start of this book, someone in his new home has found out that he has HIV, and they've attacked him with a baseball bat. He wakes up in the hospital with his mother there crying, And he knows who did this to him, but what should he do about it? It's a very, very dramatic story, and it really makes you think about how you could get infected, what to do if you were infected, and how you might treat someone who is infected with this terrible disease. Another novel that tells the story of HIV is Shonda's Secret. This is set in Africa, and the continent of Africa has been dramatically impacted by HIV/AIDS. This is the story of a 16-year-old girl whose life and family have been impacted by HIV, and it's about her learning to tell the truth. It's a very dramatic book and also a very compelling book. And together, these books give you an interesting perspective because you have an American perspective and an African perspective. And that makes you think about the fact that this epidemic is impacting the entire world, not just the United States. I highly recommend these books. And remember, when you see a QR code, you have permission to scan it and learn more about them. And now back to our anchors.
Thank you very much, Ms. Stevens, for that amazing information. And now we have a racetrack video.
From high school, this is Chip Clark from Racetrack, and I'm back to award the senior class as the winners of our month one of our Freedom Fundraiser competition. I'm here with the Prez, Olivia, and VP Danielle. So keep in mind, month two, now, the Freedom Fundraisers competition from Racetrack. So you have a chance for your class for this to be you next time.
Seniors know! Today at 1:30 in the auditorium, there will be a special presentation for all student athletes in all sports from the organization Path to D1. Topics that will be covered during the session will include NCAA recruiting and eligibility, athletic scholarships, national letters of intent, and the impact of social media. Please see your coaches for more information concerning this presentation or stop by room 402 to speak to Mr. Deemer.
Cheer competition at Freedom High School is this Friday at 4:30. Come and support your fellow cheerleaders.
Well, that's how we have you today, Patriots.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Move it, move it, that's the one. Like to move it, move it. Us like to move it, move it. Us like to move it, 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 move it. Okay then. While you're here, I just want to tell you a little story. It's an old story that my daddy used to tell me. He was a king as well. I was born